It's time for a new disability-related video. Did I give up by succumbing and using my mobility aids? Hi everybody, and welcome to a new video. If you don't know me, hi, my name is Blemmy. I'm a 38-year-old woman who lives with spastic diplegia, cerebral palsy, and I like to make videos related to living with a disability. If you like disability-related content, please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button below, and you can also check me out at TikTok at Life with Blemmy. I post daily there, more so not disability related, but of course I do have disability content there as well. Okay, so let's get into it today. Did I give up by using a mobility aid? If you're new here and if you haven't seen it, please go check out my walking story video. I will link that below. It'll help give context to this whole video. But long story short, I have always had cerebral palsy, and at about age 5 I learned how to walk. Started off using a walker, ended up being able to walk without a mobility aid by myself until, I don't know, give or take in my mid-20s, with a little bumps and hiccups there throughout. Go check out that video. It's really, it'll help explain my whole walking story. But in my mid-20s, I started to realize that my body was aging faster than I thought it would. Again, I made a video about aging with CP, so I'll link that below. Go check that one out as well. I noticed that my balance wasn't what it once was, or maybe I was just tired of falling in public. Probably just tired of falling in public and people's, oh my God, are you okay reactions? But I started using a cane in public, and that was a big deal to me. I felt like I had just, all the hard work, all the physiotherapy, all the surgeries, all of it was for nothing because I wasn't walking on my own and I was using a mobility aid. I felt like my world had just collapsed and come to an end. I was very self-conscious in public, like people would judge me for using a mobility aid. I felt like, oh my God, only old people use mobility aids. Like I'm never gonna find a relationship. I'm never gonna be taken seriously in a job. I felt horrible. And for a long time, I didn't really go out much because I didn't want to have to use that mobility aid, even though I knew I had to for my stability and to not fall in public. It took a good long while for me to actually get used to using my cane, and what really helped with that is by finding a cute cane that I really liked. I started out with a, more like a neon pink. I'll try to find a picture and insert it somewhere if I can. And then I found a Swarovski crystal cane, and the handle was all pimped out. I actually ended up giving that cane away to someone in need. I didn't really like the tip of it. But then I found my current cane. It's rose gold. It's got a tri-tip. I'll insert a photo of that as well if I can. I'm using new editing software, guys, so bear with me on that. And I found out that if I tailored my canes to my style, and I kind of made it like to accessorize my outfit and my personal style, that I was much more likely to feel empowered by it and not so ashamed by it. It didn't take very long from using the cane until I transitioned to using a walker. I always thought I would benefit from using a walker, but it was such a step for me to go from no mobility aid to a cane that I thought there was no way I was gonna ever use a walker. But then what happened was my dear grandpa passed away, and he had left his walker that he used, and it was pinky red. I mean, it was a typical like old man walker, But my partner and I were gonna go to a Comic-Con convention, and I just could not fathom the idea of trying to stand and keep my balance in those crowds and all the vendors with just my cane. It just felt really exhausting to me. So I sucked it up and I took his walker. And it was like, guys, it was like night and day. I felt like my old self again. I could boogie with that walker, I could keep pace. I mean, it felt great. But again, I had to resign the fact that, oh my God, now I'm moving from a cane to a walker. I went from nothing cane to a walker. What is next, right? But again, I used my grandpa's walker for a little while, and I found that I could just go out and do so much more things, be more confident. It gave me my independence back. I could go to the store myself. I could live my life again. So I went online and I searched 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 and I searched. I'm in Canada, so it's a little bit harder, I think, than it would be if I was in the US. But I searched and searched for a walker that would represent me and my style and just scream "Blimey!" I found a pink walker with zebra stripe like pouches, you know, with it. I'll insert a picture of that as well too. And I love that walker. I get compliments on it all the time, that it suits me, that it's cute, that it's fun. And I think that's the real secret to really being accepting of yourself using a mobility aid, is making it your own, making it part of your style, part of your outfit, not just a thing that you have to use, but just being a part of you. So did I give up by using a mobility aid? Let me tell you something that's just started. So unfortunately, my mom is really, really sick, and she was in the hospital from the end of November until the end of February. And I went to see her almost daily. And it's a long walk from the parking lot to the hospital, up to her ward, up to her room, leaving her room, going down to the cafeteria, going to the bathroom, what have you. It's a lot of walking. But you know what it did, guys? Using my walker, I have noticed my balance is improving. It is improving so much to the point where the other day I was using my walker and I realized that I was only holding on with one hand. I didn't need both hands, and it wasn't like a death grip. So that's kind of cool. And for those of you who don't know, when I'm at home at my mom's house, I don't use a mobility aid to walk around, but I wall walk and I pivot on different furniture, items, what have you, at my mom's house. And I'll insert a video of it for those of you who haven't seen it on TikTok or my shorts. I am able to take independent steps down her hallway without touching anything. Guys, it has been literally 10 years since I've been able to do that, but I am getting my stamina back. And I truly, truly, truly believe that it's, number one, walking more than I used to, because I am no longer working an office job at the current moment as I'm looking after my mother. And number two, it's because I allowed myself to use my mobility aids when I needed them, so that I was able to keep my body strong. And it is not regenerating itself, but it's becoming stronger as I'm using it more. And I am excited to see how much more of it I can gain. Now, if that's it, if it's just that not while walking in my house, that's fine, that's cool. That's an accomplishment that I'm proud of. But if I could even get to the point where I can no longer have to use my walker in public and I can use my cane or nothing at all, that would be fantastic too. You know, it's not giving up using a mobility aid, it's longevity. It's loving yourself enough to know that you need help. Nobody gives you grief for needing eyeglasses and wearing eyeglasses. You shouldn't be ashamed of having a mobility aid either, if it helps increase your quality of life. if it helps with your independence, it's worth it, guys. It is so worth it. No, for me, using a mobility aid is not giving up. It's exactly the opposite. It is living my life to the fullest, using the tools that are out there to live my life to the fullest. Now, do I wish I could get cuter mobility aids and adaptable stuff? Of course I do. If any brands are watching, there is a huge market out there, guys. If you agree with me, put a comment below so brands watching will know that we want adaptable, accessible, cute, stylish things. Will I be okay in the future if I have to transition from a walker to a scooter or a scooter to a wheelchair? Absolutely, of course. It's par for the course. It's just maintaining my youth and my independence is what really matters to me. And I will do that, and I will use the aids out there that are available to me to do that. So don't be afraid to use a mobility aid if it's going to increase your quality of life, if it's going to give you more independence, and if it's going to give you more confidence to go out there and live your life. Don't be afraid. Don't let the stares or the snickers get to you. Own it, use it with confidence, and make it your own. That's my best advice. Okay guys, that's it for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up before you go. Like, share, do all the things, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And until next time, bye-bye.